I was born and raised on a farm, a sharecropper's farm at first, and then we moved to Arizona when I was about 6 years old. My heroes was always those people in uniform, and the stories my uncle told about his experience in the military. He was wounded, my mother's brother, he was wounded in combat, and he was quite a patriot. And he told a lot of stories. I guess he was one of my best heroes. I didn't realize until I was grown how short he was. He was a big man in my eyes.
18-year-old Nicky Bacon enlisted in the Arizona National Guard in 1963 and volunteered for active duty in Vietnam the following year. His first tour ended in 1967, after which he was sent to Hawaii to help train the 21st Infantry of the Americal Division. In 1968, the year the U.S. forces suffered their greatest losses and faced the bloodiest battles of the Vietnam War, Staff Sergeant Bacon returned with the 21st for his second tour. In August, Bacon's company was called in to assist another unit that was under attack near the village of Tam Ky.
The troops in the first CAF, one of their troops had received very heavy casualties, and they needed infantry assistance. We flew out by helicopter, joined them in the morning, and we were riding on the armored personnel carriers and tanks, trying to get closer to this area in the valley of Tam Ky, where supposedly the enemy were located. We were still out in the rice paddies when we started taking rounds. Obviously, we jumped from the tanks and tracks and tried to move forward, and by this time RPGs are coming in. Rocket-propelled grenades are coming in, trying to take out the tracks and tanks and hitting some. My platoon leader was trying to get across to put down a heavy base of fire so that we could relieve some tension off of our other units and the armor units that were out there. We were trying to get them out of range of the RPGs. As we got in there, we found out there was more and more and more of them that was dug in, and they was putting a hurt on us bad. And we received wounded. My platoon leader was down, the RTO, several others. And as the other platoon leader tried to come up to assist, and I was trying to warn him, but he couldn't hear me. I was trying to tell him not to come in there, that you can't get in here. But he tried anyway. He and a couple of his brave soldiers and the RTO, and they come pounding in to try to relieve the pressure on us, and they went down too. So the situation got well out of hand very quickly. Lost communications, we're spread out, the enemy's superior, they're dug in, they're camouflaged. Things got real difficult real quick.
Staff Sergeant Bacon organized his men and advanced single-handedly, destroying an enemy bunker with hand grenades. His platoon leader was down, and Bacon, without hesitation, assumed command of the unit, directing covering fire so the wounded could be moved to safety. When the leader of the supporting platoon fell to withering enemy fire, Bacon took control of that unit as well, killing 4 more enemy soldiers and destroying an anti-tank weapon.
I can't even express how much firepower was coming in. I mean, there was an awful lot of firepower there, just eating. The whole world was on fire around us, between our artillery, their RPGs, and us firing back. I mean, it was a total combat zone. What we needed was aircraft, but we couldn't bring air in that close because we still had wounded that was between us and the enemy. And I got a hold of the company commander, who got me on the frequency with the unit commander of the tanks. And I told him, we got to get a tank up here. He's probably going to get killed when he comes up, but we got to have somebody to relieve the pressure so we can get our bodies out of there. And this tanker came up, so I worked my way back, and I shot a guy holding an RPG as the tank's coming up. This guy's ready for him, and I just walked into him.
In the face of intense enemy fire, Bacon climbed onto the exposed deck of the tank and directed fire while the remaining wounded were evacuated. Airstrikes could now be called in, and Bacon's company was able to move forward. During the ordeal, both platoons had accepted Bacon's leadership without question.
They were good troops. I would like to think that they would follow me to hell and back, but I just want you to know they did it not just for me, they did it for those that was out there. That's a camaraderie that we have, I guess, in all military branches, but especially in the infantry. We just don't leave her on. We're going to bring them back. You know, there's something about the Medal of Honor. It's a privilege, it's an honor to wear it. And most of us that you talk to will always tell the same story. We don't wear it for ourselves, we wear it for all those that can't. There are a lot of heroes in the military. During the time of war, there's a lot of sacrifices. I know a lot of people braver than I am. I know a lot of people that are dead that, you know, made that ultimate sacrifice, that supreme sacrifice. You can't get any braver than that.